Okay, well, first and foremost, have you ever opened up a booster box and had 50 like plastic packs all over the floor?
Good morning, good evening, and good game, but never good night for us gamers out there. Thanks for tuning in.
Welcome back, guys. If y'all seen me with the coffee in one hand and drink in the other, don't worry about it. It is in fact coffee and apple juice.
That's not coffee and apple juice.
That's what you want us to think.
Does that mix together?
That coffee? No, it really doesn't. It's really bad. It's a thing. It tastes weird, but especially if you have like something in the coffee that I'm not gonna on the pod, but
Wow.
I'm not gonna say what type of thing is in my coffee, but it's to help me, I guess, like health wise. Think of it as like collagen. Do y'all know what that is? No?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I'm
Yes.
perfect.
Awesome.
So what we doing today? What's the thing?
So for today, we actually have an interesting topic that it kind of holds a little bit of value to me because I indeed like the character, but not really the game. Not a fan of the game, but I see it way too much. But the topic in question is Fortnite is not only having a collaboration with Hatsune Miku, so she's going to be appearing in Fortnite, but Fortnite is also introducing a 5v5 game mode to the game. So Fortnite, I feel like they are a conglomerate right now. They have a Lego building mode. They're going to have the original Fortnite come back. They have a no building mode. And now they're going to have a
card game?
Yeah. So like they're like Roblox right now.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Time out. You said Rock Band.
Yeah. It's so
The guitar and everything, yeah.
So they have a mode where the notes scroll down on the screen and you could like press the buttons and like play the notes and stuff. So yeah, that's in Fortnite. A shooting game, by the way, has a mode like that. Insane to think about.
No.
And now they want to approach on the CS:GO.
Yep, CS:GO,
kind of
Valorant, all of that stuff.
That's wild.
So and I saw the trailer for it. I mean, it only looks as good as Fortnite looks. Doesn't look that great,
No.
but I think the concept of just having a 5v5 is insane for Fortnite players. I'm not sure how competitive it's going to get, but considering there are tournaments for Fortnite in general, could be quite competitive.
It's going to get up there, I feel. Probably levels of CS:GO, since so many players are playing Night already. This is just another free-to-play game, another style game for them to play. And plus, I heard you could use your skins.
Yeah. So now I could be Hatsune Miku, you know, with my little Miku headphones on, you know, just quick scoping. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's crazy. Like, I feel like I would probably try out the game just because Hatsune Miku is in it, and this is huge for not just, you know, Hatsune Miku fans, but for VTubers as well, because I feel like this is a stepping stone for more VTubers to have collaborations with Fortnite and get their avatars into the game. And if that happens, Fortnite will explode. It will skyrocket because there are a lot of VTubers that's famous right now. I mean, just think about it. Usada Pokora is literally nominated at the Game Awards. So imagine if she had an avatar on Fortnite. People would get into the game just because they could play as Pokora in Fortnite. So this has crazy implications for the VTubing community, and I feel like this is a step in the right direction for Fortnite. And I mean, as bad as I don't like the game, I'm not really a huge Fortnite fan, but this is something that looks really promising, and I dig it. I truly dig it.
Yeah, one of my friends, he plays Fortnite religiously. He even live streams at times, and he always been asking, "Hey man, you should play Fortnite with us." I'm like, I'm not playing. I don't know how to build and stuff like that. Then no build mode came out. He was like, no excuses now. I was like, I have too many games. I remember back in the days when it was just classic, original guns. That was pretty good. Now they came back with the OG mode, and I'm like, oh my god, stop!
You can't escape.
Yep,
I can't escape.
not at all.
No excuse. We'll see. We'll look into it. But this is really good for Epic. I mean, between that and Disney. They like working with Disney and all that stuff as well. It's scary how much power they have now.
Imagine if you see like Elsa holding in an AK in Fortnite.
Nah, they can't do that.
And then like she has emotes directly from like the movie, so she just starts singing, "Do you want to build a snowman?" and stuff. And one of her finishers could be like she turns someone into a snowman and then shoot their head off. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, the list goes on. The sky's the limit for that. Yeah. That's pretty cool though.
I guess can't hate on Fortnite. They got a lot of kids into it, and then if not kids, like they're like either older brothers or like their parents and stuff like that, and it has some of that vibe as like Call of Duty in some form of way. Or what's the other game? Is it PUBG?
Yeah.
Where, like,
the one with the frying pan, right?
Yeah, where they come out the sky, they start killing. Well, I never played both. Well, I played Fortnite, and I've seen a gameplay or a walkthrough of like PUBG. Fortnite, to me, I don't think I'll be able to play this, especially with like the whole building thing, like because what people do is like they rush up to they build like a tower,
exactly,
and then shoot.
Yeah, those weren't the day when I first played it.
You just see you like get close to someone and you start shooting them and like, huh! And then like 5 minutes, not even 5, like 5 seconds later, they're like 20 stories high. They have a sniper aimed down at your head, and you look defenseless because you have nowhere to run. It's so crazy.
Yeah,
I don't know. Might check it out. We'll see.
Check it out.
Never played Fortnite.
Not even once.
Not even just once.
Nope, not even once.
I think I played 3 times. One was with a group of my friends from an MMO. And literally the first game we played, it was no building. That was the only way I decided to play the game. And we got in it. We actually won. We won our first game.
Wow.
And then the other 2 times I played was because my nephew wanted me to try it out. Worst decision of my life because he kept spawn camping me. Like we played some versus mode and I just spawn die. And he knew how to build and everything. And I'm just like, how do you put planks on the ground? How do I start to do that? It was terrible. Didn't kill him once. So yeah, that's
maybe a 5v5 mode would be good. No,
hopefully no building.
That would be weird.
Yeah,
building first person that would be
like imagine if you could plant bomb at like site A and then build a fortress around the bomb. And then build a tower and then just sit in the tower waiting for people to try to like destroy the fortress you built over the bomb. That would be a very toxic game. Yeah, exactly. It would be a very toxic game mode. Like I would not want to play it.
I'll pass.
Yeah, very, very interesting Hatsune collaboration and 5v5 mode. I cannot wait to see gameplay of it just to see how hectic it looks. But we'll see.
When is it?
It actually drops today. As of the making of this video, it drops today. So
might pick out some gameplay just to see it in
Yeah.
action.
So that's gonna be
Right.
fun.
So basically, next week we can like tap in and see like if the game was like really a success or pretty much chaotic.
Yeah, but most likely it might be because I feel like there's a specific crowd for 5v5s, and then if you align that with like the crowd of Fortnite that's ever growing with all of its skins, and now the crowd of VTubers that's gonna hop on a Hatsune Miku collab is gonna do well.
Yeah.
Between that and the concerts that they have too, it's insane.
Concerts?
Yeah, they have live concerts in Fortnite.
Wait, really?
Oh no.
Yeah, it's insane, guys.
Wow.
The game's already been doing that well. I don't think they can really mess up at this point. They're just gonna keep doing well.
They can do whatever they
Not
want
really.
at this point.
As you said before, like it sounds like Roblox.
Yeah.
Like I play Roblox and I playing the pizza one where like you run a pizza shop and people just like you build a pizza store and then you basically do orders and people come into your pizza shop asking for certain things and stuff like that. So I thought Roblox was like a little bit cool. That's like
So wait.
it's like South Park episode with the heroin hero.
No,
I think I missed it too.
So the episode is like they was playing. I forgot what game they was playing beforehand, but they had a game called Heroin Hero, which you play it and you're trying to chase a dragon, but every time you walk,
they gotta
get
inject themselves. Yeah.
So in the game, he's trying to chase this dragon, but he will never catch the dragon. But he's just stuck on heroin, right? But the game is so like childish in a way that it's like crack. So like you constantly play the game knowing that the game is like you can't win. So then they had to make another game. I'm trying to find the chemical name. I was bad at chemistry.
dopamine
Yeah,
hit.
make pizza.
You just wanted to simulate you being like
an owner of a pizza
so
restaurant.
you just woke up one day and was like, what would be really interesting? Pizza would be extremely interesting. And I mean,
I was on it.
You flipped them good. There's actually this one video that I watched of some guy working at a pizza restaurant. This was on Reddit, and like he flipped, like someone was like, "Yo, do the thing," and he like flipped the pizza, and it did like I think 3 flips, and then he it perfectly slid into the oven, and he was a distance away from the oven too. No, wait,
wow.
He flipped it into the oven, so like he moved back, and then he like did like that, and then the pizza flipped like 2 times and it slid into the oven. So that's what Lord P was trying to do in Roblox. He was like, yo, I'm a master of pizza making, I'm just gonna flip pizzas and toss them in ovens.
I was trying to be the best.
Okay, right.
Yeah,
Pizza simulator, cool.
But besides my pizza addiction, yo, Dellyn, how you doing?
What's going on with Dellyn Digital? Well, let's see. Just had my last client for the year. It went pretty well. I leveled up his LinkedIn profile, so now he understands the LinkedIn game and how to network better through that platform, which is cool. Aside from that, just been making a lot of long form content and short form content as well, and just that out there on all my social media platforms, and just keep on using video games together with job hunting tips and tricks. Once I get a proper PC instead of a potato, that's when I'm going to really start doing some live streams, actually play games on live, doing that, and also doing LinkedIn level ups where I just sit down for like 2, maybe even 3 hours and just go through people's profiles and just have a live streaming kind of event on Sundays, because everyone knows on Sunday that's the real time that job seekers get that dread, saying, oh man, it's going to be a week, I'm out of work, gotta look for work, I gotta get myself ready. There's going to be a live stream there to level you up, give you that confidence boost for the week. So that's what I have planned for Dellyn Digital. Things are growing ever slowly, so I'm having fun with it.
Dang, he even has like the week made out. Like on Sunday, he knows that people struggle through the Monday through Friday to try to find work, so he has that one day specifically for him to go out there and present himself to these people. That's crazy. You did a lot of research on that.
Yeah, it's been a year. I started Dellyn Digital a year ago, the LLC, all that stuff, made connections, and just pure research. One weekend, I just kind of sat down after work, since I had so much creative energy, let's just say that, and I just sat down and just wrote a whole 40-page business plan in a weekend sitting. So yeah.
That's our Dellyn.
Yep.
But that's enough about Dellyn Digital. I've been hearing a lot about this TCG Pokemon game.
Yeah, man, they doing their thing, and it's so crazy that someone basically decided to just say, hey, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take the old rules and regulations of Pokemon, the actual trading card game, and revamp it and put it on a mobile device. I think I watched it on a video not so long ago that talked about Pokemon, and I was like, what is that? And then they said it's free, and you already know Lord P loves the free. So I basically downloaded it. And actually, I'm playing it right now. I know my screen is a little blurry.
I saw Charizard.
I'm messing around with the Charizard pick at the moment. I'm trying to figure out which pack, the starter pack, because when you start off, they have 3 different packs. They have a Charizard, they have a Mewtwo, and they have a Pikachu. And then you pick out of those, and then they have good cards, a good opening. I feel like Iconic is over there playing his Pokemon game. In all honesty, look, I just caught a Weezing. I just got a Weezing. What is going on?
Wait, is that game multiplayer?
Yeah, you can battle other people in the game. So yeah, you pull cards, and the best thing about it is you do not even need to pull every single card to get a deck. You could pull maybe a Charizard. As crazy as it sounds, you could just pull the Charizard, and then you'll get the entire deck that the Charizard is in, and then you can use that deck to battle people.
Yeah,
interesting concept.
Well,
that's
I might look at.
Yeah,
low barrier of entry for new players by giving it that way. That's good.
It's definitely really easy, because all you have to do is, if you wanted to, you could say, I want a Lightning and Dark deck. they'll look at all the cards that you have, and they'll curate that's lightning and dark, so you don't really have to look exactly at all the cards that I want this one. You know how, like, I know we all played or we all touched base with Yu-Gi-Oh! We touched base with Pokemon, right? Where you spend hours, maybe even days, like just like looking at all your cards and being like what's popping. So this game here just like, you know what? We'll do it for you. Like, we'll make a lightning and dark deck if you feel like you don't have the time to do it. But I just looked at how many cards I got. Iconic. How many cards do you have?
Let me see. I know I have a decent bit. How do you check? Oh, okay. I see the number. I have 367. Yeah,
that's like a lot.
Yeah, I started the game the moment it came out. So
look at this guy.
Yeah, when I heard it was released, I was like, I need to play it because there's specifically one card that I really wanted to get.
I already know.
What card was that?
Well, there's actually a couple of them. I lied, but there's this one card here. I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up. It's probably because the light is too bright on the camera.
I can't really see.
Yeah. So turn this off.
Turn that bad boy off.
Down. So if it focuses, I don't think it's gonna focus.
No. It looks like a 3-headed Pokemon, maybe?
It shouldn't be. Hold on.
If you say the name, we probably will figure it out.
Oh, well, it's pretty much an Erica card. It's a trainer card. It's Erica, the gym leader.
Oh, Ghost one?
No, that's Sabrina.
Sabrina.
Yeah, Erica, I think the grass.
So,
yep.
So you want her because she had to come on.
Stories might have given me away. It's I just like how beautiful the card looks. As flowers, she's in like some floral background. It looks lovely. But that's the card I wanted. Also wanted the all of the evolutions. Yeah, Arcanine. I'm about to pull right now though. Let me see if the camera will pick it up now. Barely.
Oh.
Let's
barely. Oh, it's doing the ball.
I got a Taurus. I don't know what that is. That looks like.
Which pack did you open?
I opened the Charizard one, and then a Starmie EX. Too bad I already have this, but yeah.
Okay. Look, I just use the hourglass.
Okay.
You rack up to
Your phone about to die too.
Yeah, I mean,
I was thinking about that Pokemon. It's crazy.
Paris, Ponyta.
Big game Ponyta. So I got a lot of them.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's like an interesting game. I've always been a Yu-Gi-Oh kind of guy, so Pokemon, I only played the game. Like the last Pokemon game I played was here. I haven't played the new ones. I'm good.
So I have a rant. Okay, I am old-fashioned, right? And I think ever since I want to say after they did Diamond, I stopped, and then I started to realize that they was adding Pokemon that wasn't really the vision that I would say Pokemon was, whereas like they started adding objects.
Yeah, pretty old.
You know what I mean? So like I kind of just like, you know what? I think this game is done.
Wait,
the time.
You're contradicting yourself though, because I believe it was in Diamond and Pearl they introduced Rotom, which was the electric ghost Pokemon, I believe, that can possess objects like refrigerators, ovens, washing machines, and stuff. Vacuum.
But it's a ghost.
And it's not like it happened in game. So.
Like Haunter, but like I'm just saying, like for me, that's what I'm saying. Like Diamond was the last. Like I stopped afterwards. It was like the last game that I was like, okay, I'm gonna play. Because like we like for the Switch we had Let's Go Pikachu, right? Let's Go Eevee. What was the other two?
There's also Sword and Shield, Scarlet Violet, Pokemon Legends Arceus, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl.
And I haven't completed none of that.
Actually looked pretty cool. You know, the game that you could just actually walk around and like throw the Pokeball. It kind of reminds me of, I'm getting it twisted. I was saying Pokemon reminded me of Power World. It's the other way.
Watch your word.
It just don't come from me. God. Oh, boy.
But
yeah.
I get what he means. So like when I started seeing Pokemon, like there was a Pokemon that was like an ice cream cone. And I was like, well, okay.
He said, thank you, Game Freak. I'm good.
Yeah,
they really did.
They messed up.
They didn't mess up because they still are generating lots of money. And
I mean, yeah.
Episodes of the Wazoo, a whole bunch of like stories that they're not agreeing to, but not agreeing to, like the mix up of like Ash. What's going on with Ash? How old is he? You know, he's hanging around with these little girls, but then he's not. Is he 13? Did he die? All this other like theories and stuff.
It's a new Ash out the question now. I think it's a girl lead character. It's a girl and boy lead character. I think they're both combined to be the lead characters. I think.
You see how far out I am like I don't even know. The only thing I knew about was Ash Palatown. That's it.
Yeah,
Ash's last episode was a while ago.
Yeah, he became Pokemon champion. He's done. His story arc is over.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't even know that.
We're old now.
Yeah, we're old. Yes.
Yeah.
The next time we turn on a Pokemon show, we're actually gonna see Ash like with a beard and like he's actually gonna be married and he's gonna have kids. That's how old
he's gonna replace Professor Oak.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's change the topic. I don't want to talk about making me feel old.
I think they had a theory that said that Professor Oak is Ash or something like that. Like Professor Oak ran like back in time to get something, or forward in time, something like that. What's that Pokemon? Celeb? I don't know.
Celebi?
Yeah, I was about to say Celibate. Celebi, yeah, Celibate, I bought it. Yeah.
The TCG stuff, I do like the potential of it because of the fact that, you know how, I'm pretty sure all of us before had collected Pokemon cards at one point or another.
Never. Always Yu-Gi-Oh kind of guy.
I mean, well, you collected the cards, correct?
Oh, yeah. Collected card games on motorcycles. Yeah.
I love card games.
The fact that you could just have them on your mobile device and view them whenever you want to. And they even have specific cards. I have one of them actually. I have a Dragonite and a Rapidash where if you view the card is 3D and it like takes you into the world of the actual card. And you could like move your camera around in the card and you'll see different things.
Wow.
So now this brings me to the whole thing of game preservation, because we just heard Iconic say that he loves the card game because of the fact that all the cards is on his phone. Now, game preservation, he was talking about
you're poking a bear.
All right. Okay. Well, first and foremost, have you ever opened up a booster box and had 50 like plastic packs all over the floor with like over 300 cards that you're not going to need because most of them are duplicates?
Yeah, or energy cards.
Yeah,
so like in this regard, I can understand because it saves waste, you know, but in the regard of game preservation, that's you can't. I mean, you could group them together, but you can't really group them together.
Yeah, honestly, I'm with Iconic on this one. It's not the same.
Yeah.
Listen, we're gonna ask the viewers if you guys feel that it's not the same, please comment below. If it is the same, comment below. I want to see this. I want to hear your reaction to like all this right here, because clearly I think it's the same with game preservation. Because if you're gonna say that we can't have things digital and we need in the heart.
Whoa. I didn't say that we can't have things digital. I'm fine with digital. It's just a preference for me to prefer physical. You know, I don't have any games right here on me, but I like being able to have a physical copy of a game. So, like, I mean, it's fine. It's fine with me.
That reminds me of, you know, that Super Mario collection that they recently came out, the 3D one.
Oh yeah,
I have it somewhere around here or maybe in storage. But when I got that, I was like, man, this game is going to be super valuable one day. I'm never going to sell it because I love Mario 64 and stuff like that and those classic games. But you know, it's not the same. You can't buy that game because it was a limited run. Now it's like a hot item.
Yeah.
Probably a few years from now, it's going to be like $2,000 or something.
Funny story. I actually bought that same game and I have it hidden away under my dresser. It's still in its Amazon packaging. I have yet to open it because I want to preserve that game so that I can sell it for later. Because I know, as you said, it's going to be a hot item. It's limited edition.
I might need to pay you of it.
No, you don't even play your Switch. You need the game.
It's $2,000 just sitting underneath his bed.
Yep.
Just waiting to be opened.
But just gaming equity.
Speaking about gaming equity, what kind of games, tech, anime recommendations you guys have?
So, for a manga recommendation, you probably never heard of it, but it's called I Sold My Life for 10,000 yen per year, otherwise known as 3 Days Happiness. It's a psychological, philosophical, drama, and romance manga. So I guess I'll give a little short synopsis on the plot of the story without trying to really spoil anything for those who may be interested in reading it. But pretty much, the protagonist is a guy who is very depressed. He thinks his life is pretty much meaningless because, you know, he's in financial troubles. He has no goals or aspirations in life. doesn't really have any friends. He's stuck in a dead-end part-time job. He can barely keep a roof over his own head. And pretty much it's like he thinks he has nothing to live for at this point. He feels like his life is so meaningless that eventually he goes to this shop, and I think he was still down if it wasn't a joke, just because of, I guess, how much he hated his life. Sad to say. So he ended up actually taking the offer. He looked at it as he would rather be rich for a couple of months and felt like that would be more worthwhile than living out the next, maybe 50 or more years with the way that his life is currently going. So when something seems too good to be true, a lot of the time it is. And definitely wasn't his case, because he found out after he exchanged his lifespan for the money. It's not like the amount of money that you get isn't set in stone. It's actually based on how valuable your life would be. So given his circumstances of how worthless he felt his life was, he actually didn't get that much money for it. He sold 30 years of his life for about $3,000. And there's not much that you can really do with $3,000. So at this point, he really only has 3 months to live out the rest of his life with his $3,000. And I won't really go much further than this, because I end up spoiling things or getting too much into the dramatic and suspenseful details, but I'll just end it off with something like this. So it seems like only when you've lost something for good, you finally start to see the true value in it. And this holds true not only for this story, but for even in our lives as well. So we have to make sure that we appreciate all the good things in our lives, even the so-called little things. And I think that's what makes this manga an emotional roller coaster filled with multiple plot twists and what I like to call onion chopping moments. Don't judge me.
It's on that. Who's cutting onion?
Onion chopping moments.
That reminds me of that episode of SpongeBob where I forgot who it was, but they would always start crying, and then all of a sudden you see a guy with onions in front of them like this.
Yep, hold on, but bring it back to the story. You said 3,000 yen, or
no? So it was 300,000 yen, which is basically like
$3,000.
Yeah.
No, 300,000 yen.
Yeah,
that's $1,962.95.
Yeah, as of now, pretty much like with the whole yen to dollar ratio, they usually just go divided by like 1,000, and that's what you get.
That's really bleak.
Yeah,
a bunch of wackiness in that kind of story, probably.
It's a good story because it kind of makes you start to because I'm sure, no matter, who you are, we've all had moments of our ups and downs, and maybe moments where we may have taken something for granted or wished we had something that we didn't have. And seeing that guy's story and the way it plays out, even though it's just a manga, it may make you, realize what you have is not that.
Yeah, seeing it that way. I'll tell you one thing. Even though I'm personally going through a layoff and navigating through that, every time when I pop on Attack on Titan, I'm like, well, I'm not in that world. It kind of changes your perspective when you look at things like that.
My house top would be popped off, and then a giant just come out of nowhere and just grabs my hand one by one in the most ridiculous way imaginable. Attack on Titans. I have a anime recommendation. Now, it is not as onion as the manga story, but I think we all pretty much know what this anime is. If you are starting off as a person who don't really watch anime, and the only anime that you kind of watch was Dragon Ball Z, or what the kids nowadays, Dragon Ball Kai or Super, then Naruto, because you have to watch Naruto. It's either it's Dragon Ball Z and Naruto. You have to have a good foundation. Not One Piece. Just put it out there. No One Piece.
Is that
about to get flamed?
Naruto's dad?
I'm just saying, One Piece is not about it's about the friends that you make along the way.
That's One Piece, man.
But yeah, if you do in fact like Naruto, a good anime to kind of breeze into would be Black Clover, because it still has that same kind of matchup where you have that one kid who's like hyperactive, annoying as F, but he winds up training the hardest and trying to produce himself to be, the best that he can, i.e. Hokage or Wizard King. I just finished all the current episodes, And I know I'm not that I know, but I have it in my heart that there has to be another season because you cannot finish off like that. I'm not gonna give a lot of details into it, but and just imagine two friends who kind of train like brothers who want to be the best that they can be to then help out the people who helped them because they were orphans. I definitely a good watch, whether it's dub or sub. Definitely has the same. I'm not gonna say the same voice actors, but it's within the same tone where the main characters are not as like different. Where like you know how like you have, and I want to say like Dragon Ball or certain animes where like the English version they're like yeah do it, and then the sub versions they like you gotta do voice. It's like so. Definitely, Black Clover is one of the anime recommendations. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. I believe it's on Hulu, Netflix, as well as Crunchyroll. So definitely,
yeah. Black Clover is pretty good, man. I'm up to date. Manga. I watched all the anime. It's good. It's up there.
You know, it's
next level, but you'll come to find that.
Yeah. I mean, Yapu is beast mode, but Asta has made a friend. He just made the craziest friend that you can like absolutely make, and I know the next season is going to be got nothing on Asta, even though you know got like a wind spirit. But I'm just putting it out there. Homeboy is gonna be OP, and he doesn't have any magic.
The crazy thing that Lord P mentioned that how Naruto and Black Clover gives the exact same vibes. I think it also contributes to the fact that the main character, Asta, is voiced by the exact same character who voices Naruto.
Perfect.
If I recall correctly. So that's why they have similar like vibes.
Funny because his voice is kind of annoying at times when he's like screaming sometimes. So
yeah, my boy is jacked, and then you figure you like okay, how like he's not going to get any stronger, like physique wise, like to look at him, and then next you know it, he goes off to train somewhere else, comes back taller and more jacked, like he's just walking around the city with no shirt on basically, and like everyone is just cool with him. I'm just like, how is this possible? No one pointed out how jacked he was. They was just like, oh, this is just him from, he was a short, he was a shrimp, but now he's like tall. And like spurt. He got a growth spurt at like he probably like, nah, he's not. Yo, it's crazy because they're like what 13, 14 getting their books, and then they just go off into the world. And it hasn't been like it probably been like what 1 full year. So he's like either 14 or 15 now.
It's a good story.
Yep.
Yeah, vegetables, that broccoli.
I'm really liking Undead Unluck. Right now I'm reading the manga. Of course, I read a lot of manga these days. But it's pretty crazy. The whole concept of having gore, it could be like unseen, unforgiving. Yeah. It gets pretty crazy when it comes to the powers. Untrusted. It's a good read if you're interested. I think there is an anime out there.
Yep, it's on Hulu. It has a nice group of episodes. I forgot how many episodes it got.
How do I think about it? I mean, that manga on my list to read. Yeah,
gotta read it, man. It gets pretty wild, and then you're gonna come back to me, and you're gonna be like, Dellyn, XYZ. I'm like, yeah, it's nuts, right?
Yeah.
So, the last 2 episodes that they have on Hulu went from dub to sub, so it got crazy. They're not gonna spoil it, but I'm just saying, like, if Dellyn, you read the manga, the episodes are past the Yuma universe. No, Yuma Galaxy.
Okay.
So, like, they passed the Yuma Galaxy, and they're trying to find Yuma fall, autumn, and
good arc.
So that's where they at right now on the anime series, and I'm just like waiting to see. It's definitely a good anime, really a good anime.
So while you guys are giving your anime and manga recommendations, I'm gonna give you a tech recommendation from yours truly. Steam Deck.
Steam Deck, like the actual handheld, right?
Yes, the Steam Deck, not
the Stream Deck.
Yeah, okay. So it's a Steam Deck I think it's a wonderful gift because it's one of many now portable gaming devices that is as powerful as a PC and a desktop. where you can go, you could be on the go and you can game with any Steam game that you have in your library. Of course, some of them is not going to work extensively well because it's, you know, it's a itty bitty tiny device compared to an actual desktop, but it's an amazing portable object that you can use for a variety of things, not just gaming. And there's actually, well, there's not really a sale right now, but on the official Steam webpage, you can potentially get a refurbished Steam Deck for an affordable price. I'm actually on the webpage right now looking at it, and Lord P, you know how I said that there's a specific Steam Deck OLED that's probably going to go out of stock soon if you don't pull the trigger on it? Well, unfortunately, it's out of stock now. They only have the 1 terabyte OLED refurbished one now for $519. It's quite a big jump from the 512 one, but the best thing about this is you can literally purchase the LCD ones. You can purchase like a 64 gig one, which is of course out of stock because people had this in their minds. It was $279 for a 64 gig LCD. You can buy that one, take out the M.2 that they have in there, buy 1 terabyte, stick it in there, and now for the price of $400, you got a 1 terabyte LCD Steam Deck. Insane.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, exactly.
I personally have a Steam Deck. It's the reason why I want to make a PC, because back in the day, I never. You could ask Iconic and Stories. They know the computer stuff and things like that. The most I have of opening up something was my Nintendo Switch. I have it right here, the Legend of Zelda one. But basically Nintendo Switch, and I had to open it up because the Joy-Con was, of course, it was drifting. So I had to open it up and open up a YouTube and just kind of follow instructions and do it that way. But recently I got a Steam Deck, I think last year for my birthday, and it was my first step into Valve. I mean, the first games I got was, of course, Half-Life, and it just, wow, such a good game. It's great. Steam Deck is amazing. It opens you up into the PC world if you're a console gamer, and you will never go back.
I agree. And with how easy it is to open up the Steam Deck yourself, because they not only provide extensive videos on how to open up your own device. So if you feel like you don't have a specific screwdriver to open up your Steam Deck, just buy one from the official store. If you feel like you don't have one of those little, I forget what it's called, the thing that you use to like remove the backplate from the Steam Deck, just buy one from the official store. I'm pretty sure they're affordable. I don't know the pricing of it because I use an iFixit kit. You could probably see it in the back right there, that little white box on that shelf. But yeah, I use the iFixit kit, and that's how I open up my Steam Deck and access everything that I need to. But yes, very, very, very wonderful and amazing device. I think if you are, as Dellyn said, if you're interested in getting into gaming or a start for, you know, PC gaming, buy a Steam Deck. You could just buy the cheapest one and then toss a 1 terabyte M.2 in there. You could, you don't need to, but you could dual boot it into Windows or Mac, so you could use it as an actual PC. So if there are some games that you know that doesn't run well on the Steam Deck OS, you can simply just go run the game over on your Windows partition. I use it for Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Wuthering Waves, any kind of like gacha game that I play, I could use it on the Steam Deck. And then on the Steam partition, I play all of my emulators, all of my regular Steam-based games. And if I need to add some files to the Steam OS, I simply go to the desktop version of Steam Deck, because there is a Linux-based desktop version, and drag and drop files from there. It's all very seamless. It really needs no guide, but if you ever have issues, there are a ton of videos out there that you can watch to partake in open up your Steam Deck or any other thing that you may need to do. Wonderful piece of technology, and I implore everyone to go out and get one. It's just unfortunate that, you know, there's not many in stock now because people hopped on the train of buying a refurbished one. I'm glad I did.
Better luck next year.
Yeah.
Better luck next year.
Wait, so is the only difference between the Steam Deck like the memory size? Because I think it'd be pretty dumb if for Valve to charge that much more just for some more memory, and memory is not even that expensive.
So for the Steam Deck LCD compared to the OLED, it's an entire different kind of device. So you have better cooling, better thermals, productivity on the OLED version, along with like a better
frame
screen.
rate goes up to 90.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. But in terms of the actual like gigs, yeah, it's just more memory for a higher price. You know, the typical purchasing kind of plot. Yeah.
It's amazing. I mean, it's like I'm playing. Remember how I mentioned before I was playing Kingdom Come Deliverance? It could run that game pretty well. It could run a lot of games pretty well too. And plus, if you have like like an Epic Store free account kind of thing, and you go in there and you get a game kind of thing for free, you could just kind of go on the desktop, put the Epic Game Store in there, put a launcher on there, and then boom, you're playing Epic Game Store, maybe even GOG and stuff like that. The reason why it's so cool is that Steam always have so much sales. It's insane. So
yes, this Halloween they had so many sales on horror games. I bought like 12 really top like great horror games for like $35.
Oh, give us 4
like Amnesia, The Dark Descent. I actually bought the whole Amnesia line. I bought the whole Outlast line, which is also another like top horror game. I bought another one which I wasn't too familiar with, but it looks like it was pretty good. Called Made of Scare. I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly, but I bought the whole Penumbra series as well, and I think that was it. And I got it all for like $35. Like,
still, I don't think I play horror games. The closest thing I can play to a horror game is probably Resident Evil, but even then, you still have power. You know, you can have a gun, defend yourself. Like Outlast, I don't. Silent Hill, you gotta pay me. If I'm like sitting in the stream and my streamers are like, "Hey, we're gonna pay you like $50 to play this," I'll be like, "Keep your money."
Yeah, I don't know why I did it to like. I love horror, but when you like, I love watching it, but when you're actually playing it and you immerse yourself in it, it's actually so scary. Like that Outlast was the last game I was streaming, and I was like hiding in the corner forever.
My goodness, dude, I can't imagine. There's one game I don't think it's horror. I think it's called Slay the Princess. That piqued my interest a few times. Slay the Princess. That and Pro Country looks pretty cool, so I might pick that up.
Fun fact, Dylan, that Resident Evil was actually supposed to be a Devil May Cry game. Like, Devil May Cry branched off into making Resident Evil because they make action games. So that's why Resident Evil is so action based, because it's supposed to be a Devil May Cry like game. They just wanted to make it more horrific. So that's how Resident Evil became a thing.
It's so cool. I love Resident Evil. I've played 3, and now I have to play 4 with Leon. Mr. Upgraded Leon.
I only have 6, but I like never played it.
I heard that's when it went downhill. 5 was like, you're punching boulders, and 4, I think 4 was just crescendo, I think. But I don't know. See what the new ones will be.
Oh, on the same topic of Steam Decks, there's actually a huge sale going on right now at Bandai Namco on Steam. You could get a bunch of games for up to 90% off. So if viewers do purchase a Steam Deck from, the official website, get your official Steam Deck gear to open it up, get that, 1 terabyte M.2, put it in there, go and get yourself some heavily discounted games on the Steam Deck and enjoy yourself some Bandai Namco titles. You won't go wrong, and you'll save a lot of money this Christmas.
Valve needs to sponsor this.
Valve needs to come out with part 3 of Half-Life 3 so we could live.
Yeah, that'll come out when Kingdom Hearts 4 is a thing, and when the other game that's never going to come out. I can't say Metroid Prime 4 anymore. I mean, yeah, but that's... Bro, I'm gonna be like 50.
You've seen the trailer. You've seen the trailer when he was fighting that huge monster and he had actual shoes on. Sora actually had shoes on, not some kind of looking clown shoes.
That's not.
It's Portal 3 will come out. It's fine.
Oh my god.
It's not coming out either.
Keiko's a lie.
Just like Silk Zone ain't coming out either.
Oh, that's stuff. I really want that to come out so badly. First one was so good.
And that's the end of today's podcast. Remember to like, share, and subscribe if you find this content really, 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 really interesting. We strive to post videos every Sunday that will captivate and satisfy you guys.
Wherever you are. wherever you may be. It is never too late to level up your legacy. Thanks for tuning in.